Hello Aries, how are you? Welcome to your March 2017 love reading. I'm doing a little bit of a different format this month in that I'm separating my love in generals into two separate videos and doing more in-depth readings for each. I feel that feel like maybe my format wasn't offering enough information in each category, so please stay tuned. The generals will come next in the next week or so. All right, so Aries, let's focus on your love energies for March 2017. March 2017. Nice reading for you, Aries. 10 of Wands in the reversal. I'm seeing that maybe some of you, you're tired of, how do I phrase this? You're not afraid to do the work for what it takes to have a solid relationship. But you're tired of being the only one doing the work. You may be experiencing, now I'm not seeing the energy of your partner, I'm only seeing you here, King of Wands. But you're probably experiencing some level of inequality in your relationship. Hold on, let me scoot my chair up a little bit. Some level of inequality where you are putting in more effort or investing more than your significant other or the people that you're dating or, you know, the person that you're interested in. And I think you have learned a lesson. 7 of Swords in the reversal, and you are not going to play that game anymore. I think some of you have drawn a line in the sand and you've been like saying to your partner or even to more importantly to yourself and saying, no, I need this to be equal. I need this to have substance. For those of you who have been, you know, just dating casually, you're moving into something most likely more serious or more substantial. I'm seeing 4 of Wands, which can indicate marriage or stability. I equate it to, you know, what's the word? Committed relationships or long-standing relationships. It's interesting. Oh, just kidding. I was like, it's interesting. The only reversal I have is this one, but no, I have that one as well. So you are working for stability, working for commitment, working for something larger than yourself. And whatever issues you've had in the past, like I said before, I think many of you have learned a lesson and you're breaking patterns and drawing lines in the sand and setting standards. You're not going to allow yourself to get in your own way anymore. And you've probably even had a little pep talk to yourself saying, I'm not going to play this game anymore. I'm not going to allow someone to take advantage of me anymore. I'm not going to allow someone to allow me to invest more than I should invest, right? And going into it, if you're single and you're dating, I think you're going to go into it very closely monitoring the equality, because I'm seeing this king giving a serious stare down to the card of generosity and giving. Right? That's your focus. Equality, balanced scales. And you will be very king-like in that manner. You will be very sturdy and very rigid. Okay? Not willing to bend on that particular standard. I'm not saying all of you want marriage. I'm not saying all of you are, going to go out on the first date and be like, look, I'm here to get married and find a husband or a wife. So if that's not what you want, I'm not saying you're going to be doing that. But I do think that you are going to very, very closely be analyzing and monitoring your partners or the people that you're dating, their actions and their behavior. And you're going to be saying to yourself, is it fair? Is it equal? Am I being compensated for what I'm putting into it? Not compensated, but is it being reciprocated? I think this is a very successful path for you. I'm getting the card of victory and I'm getting the 9 of Pentacles. My guess is this is something you've probably never done before. Aries, you're fun, you are outgoing, you are the life of the party, we all love you. I think you are a mutable sign as well, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Or a cardinal sign. Definitely not fixed though. So either way, you have flexibility. You have, like I say, you're not this rigid, stubborn energy. You have some flow. But this might be something that you will draw the line in the sand, and so you might see very sudden changes. If you are in a relationship and you're drawing a line with something, your partner might not like it so much. If you're totally single though, and you set this standard, I think you're going to see major shifts in your dating life. Because you're not going to get hung up on people where you continually to give, and they just take. You're going to see I'm getting like it's going to be such a turn off for you that you honestly won't, you just won't have any interest. Is kind of what I'm seeing. The 9 of Pentacles is such a beautiful end of this. I'm doing another layer after this, but it's a great way to end this first set of 9, going from the 8 to the 9, because I think your hard work will really pay off. Like I said, you're kind of throwing in the towel and being like, I am done. I am done accepting all the responsibility and accepting all the weight, and I'm tired of carrying this relationship or carrying these relationships on my shoulders and accepting fault for everything. But you're standing up for yourself, and this is a battle that you will win. And 9 of Pentacles indicates self-confidence and warmth, welcomeness and growth, and getting yourself to a point that is prime to begin expanding and incorporating others into your life. So for those of you, dating, it'll be a marriage or working your way there. Remember, this is just a temporary reading. I'm not saying all of you are going to get married this month, but you are opening and expanding your circle, your level of self-confidence, because now for the first time, maybe in a very long time, or the first time ever, you are fighting for what you deserve. You're fighting for what you think you deserve, and you do. And Aries, you're one to fight and stand up for yourself, but you probably have never stood up for yourself about this. Or it's rare that you do. This Tower is, the only major arcana in this first set. And it's dramatic. And it is a shift, and it is going to be noticeable. And it might be hard for you to do this. It might be hard for you to get out of your own way. Because if you do start dating someone and they're even remotely close to being equal, you might attach and be like, oh, this person's amazing. They're giving back to me. They're wanting to help me. They're wanting to, you know, be there for me in the same way that I want to be there for them. But you need to monitor, okay? Be more objective with this. I'm not seeing any cups here. It's all pentacles. It's all about tangibility, and it's all about having, okay? So this is something that you can have. You can have a generous relationship where there's equal flow, give and take. You can have self-confidence and high self-esteem and view yourself in, you know, a quality capacity, because you are a quality person, and I know you can work hard, and I know you can build the foundation for a marriage or build a foundation for something real and solid in your life. But it could never be solid before, because you were the one carrying the load, the whole load, you know? And it's not even that you weren't willing to share. It's maybe you just never asked. You never asked someone to help you. Now it's getting to the point where, one, you're realizing your abilities as a human are limited, okay? And you will ask your partner, I need you to meet me halfway. I need you to help me carry all of this because I can't do it by myself. Okay. Please remember that this is an extension of the love reading. Again, generals will be posted separately. The world, everything coming together. The tower is temporary. It's in and out. It's a flash in the pan. It's a moment where you may struggle a little bit and you may find it hard to stand up for yourself. But the moment that you do, it's like, vroom, everything's going to just come into play. Everything, like I say, will come full circle with the world here. Feel complete. You'll feel like a whole person. You'll feel like a real person. And you'll feel that your efforts are not being wasted anymore, and that what you put into a relationship will be valued, and your partner will be grateful for those things. And they should be grateful, because these pentacles, they are beautiful things. Right? And when you put your effort towards someone who doesn't care, it just steals your soul away from you. Okay? Yes. My neighbors are being loud. I'm sorry about that. Yes, another message of fairness. So many pentacles. Fairness and balance, okay? New opportunities. This is a very exciting reading, all right? Some of you may be, if you are dating, I feel like there could be another fire sign in your realm, a Sagittarius, Leo, or even another Aries. It's possible. And they could be someone that piques your interest, someone that is willing to, like I say, have this sharing. And this can be a very generous person. I'm usually a little hesitant when I usually don't like this particular night in a love reading because they can be a little bit flaky. But honestly, flakiness and loyalty it's like maybe you can put up with a little bit of flake if they're loyal and if they give to you, you know what I mean? Still a quality person and a very genuine person, and even someone that might help bring you, Aries, who's already very social and outgoing, but even more so, and help you with the more free-flowing elements of your life. And like I said, I don't necessarily, in this particular spread, this guy could go either way, I don't necessarily see him as being so selfish per se. But they might not be quite ready to commit. You might not be quite ready to commit either. If this is someone new, obviously you're not going to jump right into, you know, the marriage game. But again, your partner, if this is your partner, there's certainly balance being reached and a new appreciation for what you do. Your partner may look at you and realize and say, wow, like, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I never thought about it like that. I never understood how much you were really doing for me, or I really didn't know. Okay. You may be craving stability in your life so much, but I want you to know that the universe will make things fair. This person might not be able to offer you that stability. You may still need to be the one that creates that in the relationship, especially if it's a Sagittarius. Just saying, this is like the card of Sagittarius. So if it is a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but it could have those energies. You will still kind of need to be the rock. But again, Sagittarians can be doesn't have to be a Sag, it could be any sign, but the Knight of Wands can be very service oriented, and they may give back to you in other ways, right? Maybe you are a little bit more stable, either financially or just emotionally. They will do other things to help even out the scales. There's so much like potential and these aren't like the most warm and fuzzies, right? They're not passion, it's not emotions, it's not love, but these are the things that are more foundational to relationships, because the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, passion, emotion, love, new thing, oh, it's also exciting, it's also fantastical, right? But conversations, clarity, understanding, truth, giving, reward, service, these are more of the foundational elements. So if you have a conversation, it is important for you to be very honest, important for you to be very clear about what you need. For those of you who have partners that don't care what you need, that's something that you need to really think about. Okay, if your partner doesn't care about what you need, or they don't listen, then you're never going to have this Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant being the institution part of the relationship, the marriage, the commitment, the bigger picture of what you have. Again, this person might not be really ready to take it to the next level. Be careful, Aries, that you do not ask this person to do something to prove that they love you. That's not what this is about. This person does not need to prove how they feel about you. If they tell you, it should be enough. Okay? And you should be able to go from that. But oh, I'm sorry, my neighbors. Hopefully you can't hear them. But there will be a chance for that conversation to be had, and for you two to maybe really get on the same page, because I think this person doesn't realize everything you're putting in, they don't realize, they don't understand. Like there's really a disconnect. They're just not paying attention. All right, you are the grown up here. All right, you're the grown up. You're the, like I say, the more mature one. You are the more like down to earth here. So don't get too mad if they're like, oh, I never thought of it like that, or oh, I never saw it that way. Okay? It's most likely what they'll say. I feel as though in some way your pride has really gotten in the way of yourself in the past. Your pride and your ego. Well, now is not the time to, have an ego for the sake of an ego, but you do need to have self-respect. This is very much about self-respect and getting yourself to a place where you have certain demands, certain things that you need in your relationship, and that's fine, and that can just be what it is. Okay, but if you don't communicate those things and this person will never know, then you will never have it. I'm seeing a beautiful message of balance and equality and spiritual and emotional balance and your intuition and your logic, and it's all just kind of coming together, and there seems to be tranquility and calm and not a lot of tumultuous highs and lows here. It's just about talking about something that's bugging you and changes being implemented. And these changes will be implemented. This person has no problem changing their behavior. They just need to know what it is you need. Okay? But remember that they also give and receive love in a different way than you because they are a different person. So if they give and receive love in a different way, it's important for you both to have an understanding of what love means to each other. Because if you don't have an open mind about what love could be to them, then they're not going to be happy either. You do need to find a common ground. That's what this is about, common ground. Okay, so that's important. Common ground. But I think it's going to bring about really positive changes. And for those of you who are single and you set that standard, you're going to start the relationship off on a really good note, in a really good direction, because you're not compromising on your self-respect. You're not sacrificing your self-respect for the sake of having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay? Stand up for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to have what you're worth. And you deserve to be treated that way. I feel like maybe some of you have had, issues being treated unfairly, and that's just not fair, if I can be, blatant about it. So I'm going to leave you with that, Aries, okay? I wish you nothing but the best this month, coming March. And that's it. I will see you next month. Thanks so much. Bye.